Hello there. Happy Saturday. Whoa, guess what? I had to change the scene manually. I did something wrong already. That's all right. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. You got something fun planned. What we're going to do today is remember these are bite-sized little tech pieces. Not going to give you too much to give you indigestion. So what we're doing today, I'm going to sit in Claude Design. It's new. It's not Claude. I think it's maybe the younger brother. I'm not sure. Claude already told me they don't talk to each other too well. So, I don't know. They're on the outs already. But anyway, it's new. So I'm going to go over there. And a lot of people are given YouTube videos I've watched a lot that were so seamless and so fancy and they looked great. And when I got into Claude, it didn't do that. It didn't do that at all. So we're going to jump in. I'm going to show you what I did though. I finally had some success. So here we go. Now, these slides Claude Design made completely. Okay, so Anthropic's new visual design tool is Claude Design. You can make design systems, visual designs, prototypes, wireframes, and design systems. What I have done is create a design system, and it did more than I thought. As it says, no Figma, no design degree, no blank page panic. This is all Claude. Uh, What do you do? What's got you describe what you want and it builds it. I'm going to just preface this that, it says, language, just common language, the prompt. You can do that. It's going to be some back and forth. It's going to be a discussion back and forth. It's not going to get things right the first time. And what I did is I leaned on Claude. I'm going to call it Claude AI. I leaned on Claude AI because Claude AI knows me, got all my, brand brain and it's got everything. It's been working with me forever. So it knows me. It kind of sort of is learning how to talk with me. We get a little bit out of whack sometimes. And yesterday I felt so bad because I had gotten short with Claude. And I may have used a curse word here and there. I don't know, but it was acting dumb and I was acting dumb and we got all upset. And it was because the chat had been so long. I knew what was happening. But since Claude knows me, I had Claude create the prompt for Claude Design. And that may be cheating a little bit, but I can't write proper prompts. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I just have to talk to the AI. That's all. That's my style. I know other people have all these, detailed prompts and my brain doesn't go there. But I get things done. So this slideshow is completely done in Claude Design. So we're going to go back to that one first. We're going to talk about that. This was the amazing thing that I thought Claude Design did for me. So I've got an app, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. It's called Creator Suite. And I've got a Teachery that's similar to Kajabi course platform. That's the one I'm using. And a Teachery, I like it because you can customize it completely. It gives you all the CSS. And I don't like Kajabi because it doesn't give you can't do the CSS. Maybe you can do CSS a little bit, but if you want to get into the code, you have to pay the higher tier, and I think that's just not good customer service. But Teachery, on the other hand, you can get in there and you can customize it, and I have seen people, oh, they just do beautiful things with it. So they're standard templates are a little bit janky. They're a little bit dated. They're promising a new template, but I think they call them themes. A new theme by the end of this month, hopefully. So fingers crossed on that. So the goal was to get my course creator app to get Teachery, my Teachery workshop to look like my course creator app. And I'm going to jump over there real quick and show you what the course creator app looks like. Okay, so this is a course creator app. I am kind of proud of this myself. It is an opt-in, as you can see, and this is called a neumorphic design. I did not know that. Claude told me what it was. I got it from Envato Elements, if anybody knows. So I'm going to show you where we started from, how this thing started. I didn't want, okay, that's not what I wanted it to show, but never mind. I'm going to keep it there because that's what we're going to do today. I didn't want to create an app that looked identical to the AIs and looked like everybody else's. You know, so we took the time, Claude and I went over to Envato Elements and grabbed a UI as like this and learned that it was called neomorphic. And so had to go back and forth with Claude, but Claude got it straight, got it dead on, and we were able to take that over to Lovable. I go back and forth. Um, I am not in a monogamous relationship with any of these AIs. So Claude writes the prompt. I take it to Lovable. Lovable creates the app, and that's what we do back and forth all day long. So this is where we started. And then this, like I say, is the creator suite. And like I say, I just wanted something colorful. I do like the pillow effect, this neomorphic. I like it. They say it's dated, you know. I think Apple's Glass, their HIG, human interface, HIG. What would the G stand for? I don't know. I don't know. But Apple's Glass UI is out there, design system. So I guess you can copy that. So this is where we were going. Now, this Teachery needs to look like this, right? So we're going to go back and probably got all screwed up with this. Okay, this is my app. We're going to go back here. And so like I say, remember Claude Design, one prompt, that's all it took. One prompt that Claude.ai created because it was more specific than this. But, you know, that's the dog and pony show effect. So then next we got that. And we're going to go over what it gave me was a complete 8-page design system. Get your color palette, your neomorphic shadows, buttons and badges, typography, card variants, progress indicators. It gave me everything. And I was like, Shazam. And then it also gave me PDFs, use it on the web, or port it over to Canva, which I was really excited about because having Canva, you know, an integration with Canva is getting really, really important now. And almost Flowdesk I use for my email service provider, and they have a direct connection. Teachery has a direct connection. So I'm trying to stay with the things that Canva, you know, offers. So we try to apply this to Claude, and we gave it the design system. So wait a minute. We try to apply this to Teachery. I'm sorry. We try to apply this to Teachery. So we're going to go over, I'm going to show you a couple more slides. I think Claude made a couple more. Let me see. What else we got here? Claude, what else did you create for me? I'm just showing you this because I thought this is this is you couldn't do this last year. I'm just going through this. Okay, errors. Now you are going to get errors. We got errors when we tried to take it over to Teachery. And I got a little bit frustrated because I'm like, why doesn't the CSS look the same as it did 8 years ago? I haven't used CSS. I mean, I fiddle with it, but I don't have to go in there anymore and write it. And it's like the CSS doesn't even look the same anymore. So it had a lot of new stuff, but it broke in Teachery. Teachery didn't like it. And I told Claude that the slide deck option didn't work, and I have to apologize to Claude Design. What I tried to do, I tried to take the design system, and it said you could export it as a PowerPoint. I did that. I was trying to make a website, a web page, into a slide deck, and the result was not pretty. It just it both squished it and stretched it at the same time. So if you use the slide deck option first, you get a beautiful slide deck. That's how these were created, because I said slide deck first. So we got that, and then, like I say, my thing is always a collab. It's just you got to collab. I talk back and forth to Claude, and that's why probably I get into a lot of trouble, because our chats are so long, and then I have to stop and say, okay, let's summarize this. Let's, go over and get in another chat. But it's working. It's working, and it's giving me, what I want. But it's not a magic bullet. You're going to get generic stuff if you put generic stuff in. It's still the garbage in, garbage out, scenario, wisdom. We don't get around that. So here we are. I am going to shut that off so you can see everything. Okay, just get rid of that for a minute. Come on. Okay. All right, it doesn't want to. I can do that. Okay, so now let's look at this. You can make a wireframe. I haven't tried the wireframe yet, or high fidelity. I've stayed in the high fidelity. And if you notice up here, you've got, I'm going to try and, okay, yeah. My trackpad is dying. That's what Apple told me. No, my battery is dying. So it's a trip to the Apple store, and that's a long way away. So we got prototype, we've got slide deck. We can do from a template if we put a template in, and we've got other. And notice that there is a default design system here. That is Claude. That's Claude's design system. It's its fonts. It's everything from Claude, and it looks like Claude. So the main thing you want to do is to get in here and create your design system, because that's going to make it so much easier going forward. And I'll show you, this is what I was playing with last week, and I did not do the design system. This just that's the generic Claude fonts. What is that? Playfair display or something, and I think the rest, paragraphs. Oh, paragraphs are Playfair too. You got a little. I think this is Poppins. It's very generic, very very generic, and they all look alike. And I'll tell you, I was in this group the other day, and the guy had a session, and he was talking about this other company. So he went over and he showed us, went to that website, and I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, they phoned it in. They didn't, and this was a huge company. It wasn't a startup, or it wasn't his friend. This was a huge company. And I said, they just phoned it in because they had the exact same colors, the same fonts. It was sad. It was sad. I said, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be that person, you know? I at least want to take the time to put my flavor on it, okay? So here we go. I'm probably going to stay off camera for a bit, and I hope you don't mind that. I know a lot of people like to see people, but we're just going to be concentrating on Claude. Claude Design, I'm sorry. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a prototype. It's going to be high fidelity, and I'm going to say live demo. Okay, and like I say, the only default design system in here, we're going to create this, and here's what's going to happen. It's going to say creations will appear here. Start with a sketch. If you see way down here, you guys should probably open up your own Claude Designs. You'd have to have Pro, but I think it's worth it. We can drop images, docs, yada 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 here. So let me drop something in here and see. I am going to you're seeing everything. Where do I drop this? I have not done this. I'm gonna drop a PDF in, and I think I'm gonna drop a ping in. That should be enough, I think. Let me see here. Let's see. Did that go up? You know, I hope I pronounced you right. George? George? I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me how you pronounce it because I know Valerie asked too. But it's not, it really isn't straightforward. And did that go in there? Let's see how many we got. I want the ping. Wonder if I need the SVG. It should know. So we've got this. It doesn't give you a lot. It's got this little bitty prompt window down here. And as you can see, it only took one file. Oh, it did take the ping. All right. It should be able to deal with that. Describe what you want, please. And this is not, when I created my neumorphic, I used Claude for a prompt. Like I say, I don't do prompts well. Please, I am polite at first until they start acting up like kids, you know. Please create a design system from the two files uploaded. That's all I'm going to do. Let's see what it does, because up here we can see hi-fi design, interactive prototype in these things. You see these? Design system, design system. Okay, I don't know what that means. One thing I'm wondering, okay, I don't know where my design system, I don't know where my neumorphic design system is anymore. I told Claude, happy Saturday, Cherie. Happy Saturday. So we've got this. I'm just going to let it rip, okay? Because it'll come back and it'll say, hey, fool, you didn't give me enough information, right? So let's see what it does. Wait a minute. It's going to take a minute. So we're just going to hang out. Any questions? Any questions about Claude? Who's using, what are you guys using? ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini. I jump over to Gemini every once in a while. I love their notebook, LM. I don't, I kind of like their Nano Banana. That's been giving me some good results. And because I have Workspace, Google Workspace, I might as well use it because I do get a little bit of a little extra usage. And Claude Design is not fast. It's still running. So I'm going to tell you a little story though, because I wrote about this in my Substack. If you want to go over to Substack, this stuff is dangerous. Let's just say, let's put that out there. This stuff is dangerous. And people are the slop is out there, but with the slop is also some dangerous stuff. I told you that I'm, going back and forth with Claude with um, Lovable, and I'm just so happy that that Creator Suite is working. And I didn't even see the scanner. I didn't see the scanner at first, and I'm like, oh, it'll scan for errors. Let's see what we got there. Oh my God, I had created this monster thing that could have blown up at any time. I had email addresses were going to be exposed, names. I'm like, oh my God, there was a back door for somebody to come in. They could have compromised my Claude account and my Flowdesk account. So we worked on that. We worked on those errors, and it just made me realize that it's better for you to know a little bit about what you're doing. I mean, I tell people I can say hello, I can code hello world in 12 different programming languages, but I can't code. I'm not a coder. And I took plenty of coding classes, but I'm just, my brain doesn't fit up there. So I was in hog heaven when they came out with the AI, and they said you could build apps, and I'm just so happy. But the thing is, if you don't have even a little bit of knowledge of what you're doing, you can really create something that's dangerous. And so thank Lovable for having those error checks. And probably if I put it into, I'm thinking, if I put the Lovable app into, say, Claude Code, I suspect there might even be some more things that would be dealing with. And all that to say, this thing is still running. Okay, I have a clear, oh, did it ask me a question? Hold on, I'm going to look down here. Um, it's still running. I have used Gamma, Pod, and Super Whisper. I don't know those two on a regular basis, so I'm going to look them up though. Plod and Whisper. I know Whisper, there's one thing that everybody's using that you talk into it and then they take that's how they're putting their prompts in. But I haven't really figured that. I want it to talk into the prompt, but I think you still have to move the prompt, but I'm not sure. But that's called Whisper Flow, I think. So what are we doing? We're going to have to go back over here. Now you guys are going to do this detecting with me. What did we get? Oh my God, it's still working. I'm sorry. It is fun to watch watch what it's telling you. Super Whisper is a voice to okay. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna find that Super Whisper because I think the one that everybody's talking about, it's Whisper Flow, WHISPR maybe. So we are still going on. What's happening here? Prototype starts at wireframes, moves to hi-fi, and ends as a working, okay, Claude, I can't read that fast, but it's telling you, oh, it's giving you all these tips. Ask Claude to save this as a template. It packages the workflow for reuse. Oh, I didn't know we could do that, Claude. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're still waiting. Okay. It's still going. It is still going. I hope it'll be here before 11:45. So let's see. Similar. Okay, yeah. There's so many things out there. So many things. Um, I just hand off to Claude Code. Yeah, I haven't. Has anybody gotten into Claude Code? Because the moment I think you can get there without going to Terminal, and I'm not afraid of Terminal. If anybody knows, that's what I call it the guts. I can't remember what Windows calls it, but the terminal is the guts where things can go wrong with your iOS. Um, and I don't like to, like I say, I don't even remember CSS anymore. I could not code, I could not build an HTML if I had to website. I really couldn't because I've been using drag and drops for so long. But, you know, I could not do it. So let's see. It is still going. Jiminy Christmas. Turn on speaker notes. Okay. It's telling me that it's writing. I have a clear read on the kit. Okay. Alrighty. It's creating a lot. So we're just going to be patient there. I was talking about terminal. So anybody ever been into terminal? Do you know what that is? Don't know if you recall. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no. What kind of what kind of grade you giving me? Probably an app. Oh no. I I settle for C minus or D plus, okay? That's what I have learned. C minus or D plus. That's good enough as far as getting things out. I know Amy Porterfield in her world, she says do B minus work because she says she was always an A student. I was an AB. You know, I majored in being social, not socialism. I majored in being social. That was much more important to me than the A's and B's. So she always says, do B minus work. And I say, you know what? I remember that day I was standing there with that physics professor begging for a D minus. And he gave it to me too, just so I could get the credit. And that's when I knew that I did not belong in any more physics classes. But Claude is still, it's just doing its thing, and it's not stuck. Writing a Halo dashboard in full. Okie dokie, we don't know what that is. If you read the prompts, you're going to start learning. If you read, not the prompts, but if you're reading what they're doing, and Claude just keeps telling you exactly what it's doing. Like it's right now it's saying, let me go back over here. Right now it's saying define tokens, the color, build long. You guys can't see that. Let me see. What is it doing? Oh, my trackpad is frustrating. Okay, I can't get it. That's what it does all day long. Oh well. Got to go get a new battery. I'll do that. I'll do that. But look at all this stuff that it's doing. Register sections as review, verify, blah, blah. Okay. Let me take you over to, since it's taken so long, let's go over and see. We're here. Okay. So this is my neomorphic design system created from the Creator Suite. I think this is so cool. I'm sorry. I like it. Look at it. Look at it. Isn't it just beautiful? And I didn't really have to lift a finger. It's got the fonts in here, the sizes, the colors. Look at this. The raise large, raise medium, pressed font, pressed inset. Okay, we got the cards. It is so cool. It's so cool. It's keep going down. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful. It's everything you would need. Look at this. This is just, this is great. Now, when you start off with this, it's amazing the results you can get when you start with a design system. It's got everything. I just like looking at it. It's just beautiful to me. So let me see. What was this one? Okay, that is my Substack. Okay. Oh, I'm going live on Substack, and I have no idea where I'm going. George, help me, help me. I don't know if anybody's seeing me on Substack or not, but I hit the button, and I noticed that last week I stopped it because it was still black in the feed. Um, but this week I'm not going to stop it. Wherever it goes, it goes. I know that people say you cannot see you can't see the comments over on Substack, so I don't know. But like I say, I have a fear of heights, but I don't have a fear of flying. So yeah, no fear of flying. I'm okay. This is Teachery. Now, once we got that design system, we went over, and Teachery looks pretty nasty. This is their generic theme. It has nothing in it, but we put, okay, I'll show you what we put in here. This is what makes Teachery so nice. And now that I have, I'm going to go to the custom. Now that I have my AIs working for me, I am, like I say, in hog heaven. So let me see if we can make this bigger. I'm just going to show you the code for the heck of it. This is, wait a minute, open a new window. It's a lot of CSS. Creator Suite, neumorphic theme for Teachery, minimal template. So it's a lot. It's a good deal of stuff. Good deal of stuff that it wrote. Kept on going. I consider that a lot. So we brought that over here, and it doesn't look like much because the course is not built. So it doesn't look like too much. Oh, you guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, hold on. It will not be visible if they come outside of Substack. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Like I say, no fear of flying. I'm just doing it. So here, I'm sorry I didn't have it on my share screen. Um, this is Teachery. I'm going to show you. It was a good amount. It was a good amount of CSS that we had here. So all that came from Claude and Claude Design. And how did they do it? So they could, you know, that the AIs can scrape other websites. So I didn't even ask it to scrape, but obviously it went and scraped Teachery's site and got all the CSS. It's a beautiful thing. That's all I can say. It's a beautiful thing. So let's go. You've hit, oh no, see this is, oh no, I'm not going to upgrade my plan. Oh, oh no. The demo is a fail. Okay, hold on. We can fix this. Upgrade your plan. No, not going to do it. Wait for limit to reset. I'm going to wait for the limit to reset, but you still gave me some stuff. So what did we get? This is the thing. So I should have started off that Claude Design and Claude AI use two different usage things. And Claude Design eats through your usage. As you can see, just one design system, I ate through my usage. And it may be holding over from the design system I created yesterday. And that would have been a lot. Now, I did hear word on the street that Anthropic did some deal with SpaceX, so they got all this compute. Did anybody hear this? Let me know. Let me know if you heard it. So they got all this compute, and they said that they were going to double everybody's usage. And I asked Claude, and I know Claude can lie, but Claude said, yeah, we get double. Obviously not for Claude Design though, so that's okay. That's okay, but let's see what we got here. We got a really ugly font there. I don't like that. Halo is a single accent system, one warm gradient against cool near white surfaces. All right. Well, let's see just how much we got here, because maybe it gave us what we wanted and it thinks it wasn't fit. I don't know. So what do we got here? We got found, okay, some of that stuff. 4 rules, no exceptions. I don't know where it got this information from. One heat source, light has direction. I think it's making stuff up. Curved corners, curves. Okay, it's given the size of the radius. One heat source, the orange to amber gradient. Okay, let's get down here and see what we got. We got a single warm gradient. Okay, okay, this would be usable. I don't know why it's calling the heat ramp drives action. Okay, it does, oh, I like it. I like this color. Okay, okay, it gave everything, didn't it? I don't know what else it wants to do. Does it really have that many colors? Huh. I don't know what bricolage for moments, Jakarta for everything else. What? Is that the font? It says type, a display family with optical sizing for headlines and metric numbers. Okay. Halo, So this stuff is just not, okay. Bricolage is the H1. Okay, these are the same things, but they don't look alike. We're just looking at this stuff. Anybody can comment, because if you see display, oh, I see display is the biggest, 88. That's like if you had a sign, I guess, display, right? And then you go down to H1 is 56, so 56 to 88. There's still bricolage, the same 600 boldness. And then you come down, it's giving you, okay, I don't know what else it's supposed to give us. Let's see where it stopped. 4 base spacing, generous radii. Okie dokie. Isn't this just ridiculously detailed? Oh, I gotta laugh sometimes. I can't scroll over. The Halo recipe. Okay, let's see what the Halo recipe is. Resting, chips, pills, lifted, cards, panels, hero, feature model. This is just talking to itself now, right? And it's also got, this is CSS right here. Those are colors, I get that. And then we're gonna come down, we got, oh, it's just going on and on and on. It's got the icons. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that UI. It's still gonna built from, oh my God, it's just going on and on. The scroll isn't even, all right. So what I could do, we got this, it looks good. And it's still going. Okay. I think that was absolutely refreshing. But we've hit our limit. Can we at least download it? Here's where I would kind of jerry rig things, and I would, hold on. You don't need to see all that. I'm trying to figure out how to download this. Okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is we got all this, and then I'm going to go back to my dear friend, regular Claude. Okay, ready to go. Hey, Claude. Okay. Let's go here. No, I want to give it the full screen. Sorry. Okay. I want to do something, and I took all the frickin' my tabs off for the demo. Ugh, that wasn't right. Oh well, let's work with it. Let's just work with it, huh, people? I want Claude, you just look at it. Maybe he can do it with, he can't go down. I wanted him to have a full screenshot, but we're gonna, that's not it. Which one do we want? Does it call it Halo? No, come on. Which? Okay. Can you figure out from there? Let's see what this is. No, that's the neomorphic. There it is. Okay. All right, share. Okay. Can you create the CSS for Teachery using this design system? Or do you need more info? Gonna do that. Because I think all it can see is the top part. Let's see what it says. Come on, come on, come on, because we can still work. I can see the Halo design system clearly from this screenshot. I can work with what's here, but I need a couple more sections. Okay, let's figure out how to grab this out of, anybody can raise their hand and help, because I don't know what I'm doing. Like I say, these are live demos, and sometimes they just go wonky. All right, so now that is in full screen. Oh, I can't get back to Claude if it's full screen. What other option do I have? Come on, design, share. I tried this last night, and it just gives me the same inside of Claude, not, see, it's still inside. I want it to be, anybody have any ideas? Since we can't ask it to download because it'll make me, oh, new tab. Okay, Ramona. It's Saturday morning. Sometimes I just don't think right. Okay, so Claude, you should be able to do your thing. I'm still going to, okay. Here we go. I hope that started from the top. Did anybody notice? So that's going to take a minute. Go full page if you don't have that Chrome icon. It's really, that Chrome extension. It's really useful, because since Claude has the screenshot, it can only take what's on the screen. And now it's saying, I will not make them live. Just don't want to do that yet. Maybe when I get my humanoid. And we can talk about that. That's a whole discussion. I'm gonna have to pay it on installment plans, but I'm gonna get it one day. As soon as they come down a little bit, I think they're $20,000 now. Plus they need to um, get better. Screenshot Claude Go. Boy, I hope that's the right one. Okay. Ready? Looks like it. Okay, how about now? How about now? Does anybody else talk to their AI like this? Come on. I told you about the chef's kiss last night, didn't I? I was so mean to it. We were having a hard time all day long, and then finally, when it got the slides correct and the design system correct, I said, "Ah, it's beautiful, chef's kiss," and I put the kiss emoji on. Is that making it too real? I don't know. So how about now? It is not saying anything. We're just going to hang out. So while we're waiting, because this is a lot of waiting, and I said this is what I was going to do. I was just going to get on here and show you what the possibilities are, and show you that it's not as straightforward as it sometimes you might think it is. So we should get something here. Maybe, maybe not. But let me know what's everybody else, how's everybody else using AI? Because I'm just playing with it. I don't have to worry about, job security or anything like that. I think if I was younger, on the other side of the pendulum, I don't know. I don't know what I'd be doing. I really don't. And I don't think these kids know what they're doing either. It's sad to say, but it is going to be, it's going to be different, but you can't be afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it. I do think it's going to usurp our intelligence. I can feel that already. Just little things like typing. I've always been a good typist. Back in the day, IBM Selectric, I was mean. I was 70 words at least, maybe 75 words a minute. I couldn't type like that now, but I absolutely, I will let typos go and just say, the AI will be able to interpret that. And that's not right. That's not right. I have purposely started slowing down my typing because I said, why am I letting it make me stupid? And I think that, that's how I think it may or may not do make people stupid. I don't know. I don't know. Thoughts, anyone? Because Claude is absolutely stuck. And maybe I have used up all the memory on both sides. That would be that would be unfortunate. I would have to go to another um, AI until it resets. I'm looking and seeing how much I'm out there. Yeah, Claude Design is done. All models are at 47%, and current session is 43, but it resets in an hour and 3 minutes. So I don't mind that. It'll reset. I can go make a sandwich, go for a walk, and then come back. But oh, Claude Design will reset. Yeah, Wednesday. Daggum. Oh well. Wednesday at 2 a.m. We won't be using Claude Design anymore. So what happened, Dario Amaday, with the double usage? Did I go through it? I mean, we didn't do that much to be true. We didn't do that much. I didn't think. So it's not going to let us. Claude is just sitting there. He's not cooperating. It's not cooperating. I think it might be stuck. Okay. Oh, no, it's not stuck. It's thinking. Okay, let's go back. I'm going to get you guys out of here because this is only 45 minutes and we're at 48. So let's see what we can do here. Your previous message wasn't sent. Okay. Yes, it was sent because there it is right there. Okay. Everybody see this? Paste into Teachery and preview. Okie dokie. Well, if I have to paste it, just give it to me here. All right. Copy. Thank you. Got to go over to Teachery. Now we're going to go back over to Teachery, and we're not going to fiddle with this. We're going to go, and if you guys are in the mood for a teaching course platform, this is cool because they have, what do they have? They have lifetime, and I got a Black Friday. I think the lifetime is 500 and some change probably, but I got the Black Friday lifetime, and I'm happy with it. I don't have to worry about the monthly subscriptions. So let's make a new one real quick. It's not that okay. This is standard. It's going to be called demo. We're going to use the minimal because that doesn't have anything in it. We use the minimal template. Get started. They do have an AI over there. It works a little bit, but I wouldn't count on it. Okay, so here we are. We're going to quickly go to, before we do anything, style your course, get to the CSS. Come on, come on, come on. I don't want to keep you guys. All right. Okay, just put it in here. Okie dokie. Where do I save it? Where's the changes? Come on, come on, come on. Undo. I should have done that. Oh, it was way up there. Open a new window. All right, now I can see it. Apply changes. Okay. Publish changes. Let's see if it's going to look anything like that orange. All righty. We can get rid of you. Can see already, maybe we got a little something. We're going to go back to the editor. Let's see. Oh, it changed the button up here. See that? Okay, we got our orange for the status. Okay, it changes some, yeah, I'm sorry, it changed some fonts. It actually changed Teachery's. It wasn't supposed to do that, but it did. So that's something to think about. I'm going to add a lesson, create lesson. Let's see what we get. We don't get too much because we do have to add buttons and whatnot and what have you. But I still think that I still think it works. I think it's cool. With just a little bit of patience is what it takes, I think, and just talking back and forth. I think it's a good collaborator. I know that people are just talking about automating everything, and I don't really need to automate everything. I don't need to automate my email and stuff, but people, I know if you're in a job, you probably need to, but I don't. So I just like making apps. I did not even put my what a QR code. I didn't put my QR code in this week. So Claude has kind of put it on itself that it is going to promote my workshop, even if I don't want to promote my workshop. So I'm getting out of here. Sorry about those no QR codes. Are there any questions about what we did? I mean, design, just jump in there. You really can't break anything. The only thing you're going to do is use up your credits. So just be cautious of that and realize that Claude AI can do just about everything that Claude Design does. So, and with much less baggage. So that's it. If you want to sign up for the workshop wait list, Claude is giving me a date. So if I put the date out in the wild, then possibly I need to put the date. I need to do it. So, ta-ta. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you.